the front of the rim, no good, but a rebound pulled in by Ferrito. Nice bounce pass over to Hillray, just off the mark, but she will go to the free throw line as Izzy McCoon will pick up foul number 1 here for her. So for the Pirates, that is their third foul here of this first quarter. As Hillray puts up the first one, rattles in and out, no good. The senior, Brooklyn Hillray, wearing number 5 for the Cardinals. As the first free throw rattled in and out. Gets ready for her second attempt here. As Hillray puts up the second one and rattles that one in, so she splits the pair. She's on the board. As the as the Cardinals will make a substitution. As number 31, Haley Watson, will check back in. Brooklyn Hillray will head to the bench. It's Austin looking to inbound. She gets it into Lynch. Lynch with it. Double team came right away, and she throws it away. 4-on-2 break. Rodriguez step back jumper, no good. Rebound pulled in by Austin, and we're going to have a tie-up and a jump ball. Looks like the possession arrow will stay down here with the Cardinals. So Nina Rodriguez, the freshman, will be the one to inbound here. Pirates down 15-4 here in the opener. Ash Chacon working on Grace McCoon. Nothing there. Up top to Watson. As the ball starts to work around the perimeter again, something that Menor has done very well. Gets it inside. Chacon into Maxwell. Maxwell up and under, no good. Nice defense by Rosalind Tharp. And the Pirates start to push the other way. Lynch finds Grace McCoon. She's off the mark. She looked a little off balance when she took that shot. Rebound pulled in by the Cardinals. Nice defense by Izzy. Izzy up to Grace. Grace one bounce off the backboard and in. So nice defense there as Grace McCoon gets her second basket of the ball game. And the Pirates starting to chip away here at the lead. Chacon has it at the top of the key. Again, nice defense as that one's tipped away by Grace McCoon into the hands of Lynch. Almost an over and back, but Austin gets it. Izzy McCoon for 3, and she got it. Izzy McCoon with her first basket here of the season. Last year, Izzy McCoon was a 25% three-point shooter, 1 of 4 last season for the Pirates. Nice bounce pass by Rodriguez into Chacon. Off the mark, no good. Grace McCoon with it. Up top to Lynch. Lynch dribbles it off her foot, and it's going to be a steal by Chacon. Both teams trying to play quick and a little sloppy here in this first quarter. As Menor takes the timeout here. This will just be a 30, so we'll again keep it here as the score 15-8 with the visiting Menor Cardinals with the lead. And one thing that Coach Infalvi in this roster, as we talked about, graduating 6 seniors, returning 1 starter. They have a nice mix of veteran seniors and experienced young players. So Coach Infalvi is interested to see how this team will gel, and that will determine how much they progress. He loves the makeup of the team and the leadership that these seniors bring. Again, having 4 seniors on this roster. He thinks his players will mesh well, and they will be playing and be a good basketball team. They are a very hardworking and competitive group. He feels confident in the team's potential to be really good. The practices have been really good. They've been up-tempo. They've been competitive. And his players have responded well so far to how this season has begun prep-wise, as this is the season opener here for Perry. As the Cardinals get the ball, that is inbounded. Rodriguez with it. Chacon pulls up for a 3 with McCoon in her face. Air ball no good. Last touch by Brooklyn Hillray. So the Pirates, with a nice defensive stop there, will get the ball here with 44 seconds to go here in this first quarter. As Caitlin Newsom with it. Double team met right away. Works to the sideline. Gets it up to Rosalind Tharp. Tharp with it. Continues to go. No one's going to stop her. You might as well keep going. Up and under, no good. As she tried the reverse layup. Rebound pulled in by Lexi Bierwald. Bierwald almost turned that one over with a double dribble, but Rodriguez gets it back up top. This is Bierwald with a 3, no good. Gets her own rebound, and she's a little bit hard off the glass. Excuse me, that was Chacon with the miss. And we have another foul going against the Pirates. This one will be against Rosalind Tharp, her first, but the Pirates already with 4 fouls here in this opening quarter. Sophia Maykid will check back in. Maycat, and Izzy McCoon will check out here for the Pirates for the final 20 seconds of the first quarter. Fake 3 by Chacon. over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez working it around the perimeter. Chacon with Maycat in front of her. Up top to Hillray. As Rodriguez has it with Bartlett in front of her. This three ball by Chacon off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled in by Austin. And that will let the first quarter expire as the Pirates find themselves down by 7 here in the season opener. Pirates down to the Cardinals 15-8. We'll have second quarter action when we come back. Back here in Perry as we get ready to start the second quarter. Gene Winters with you as the Pirates find themselves down 15-8 in this non-conference game against the Menor Cardinals. We talked about the Cardinals a little bit earlier. They are injury-ridden so far. James Hersalski talked about that, and one thing that they wanted to do to try to transition into this year was play a little bit of a tougher schedule, and he talked about playing tougher teams, that made state and final runs. They had a scrimmage this week against Madison on Wednesday. He wants the girls to be able to trust each other once they face the adversity. I think we're going to call here because the music did not stop, so we're going to get a little bit of a reset here. I had nothing wrong with the crisscross music going on, but I guess the officials did, so we had to stop play, and we'll re-inbound here. So the 5 on the floor for the Pirates. It is Newsom. We have Lynch, Maycad, Tharp, and this three ball goes up by McCoon, and it is good. Grace McCoon with a three. McCoon now with 7 of the 11 points for the Pirates. Grace McCoon, that is, as Stouffer has it for the Cardinals. And that one's going to be stripped away by Grace McCoon. Over to Caitlin Newsom. Newsom off the glass with the left hand, no good. Tharp with the rebound, offensive rebound, just short on the putback. And it's going to be fought and won by Lynch. Lynch bounce pass into Tharp. Tharp with the left-hander, no good. But another offensive rebound, possession alive as this three ball goes up. Off the front of the rim, no good. Another offensive rebound, and the Pirates keep the ball on this side. Finally, men are able to get a stop. Nope, it is tipped away by Caitlin Newsom. And that one, I believe that was Victoria Lynch with the basket. But a nice offensive possession there for the Pirates, keeping that ball alive, keeping it on their side of the floor, keep poking it away, and good things can happen. It was a nice bounce pass in from Rodriguez, but off the mark was Ferrito. So the Pirates now down by 2. Grace McCoon with it. Nice start here for this second quarter for the Pirates. No one got in her way, so Grace McCoon went all the way to the basket, just a little bit hard off the glass. Rebound pulled in by Menor. It is Sophie Stouffer. Stouffer over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with Lynch in front of her. Nice defense there by Lynch to cut her off. Bounce pass over to Stouffer. Stouffer looking inside to Maxwell. Nothing there. Sophia Maycade comes up with it. She tries to hand it off to Roz Tharp. Nothing there. Caitlin Newsom with a wide open three. Just off the mark, no good. As the Cardinals come up with that that defensive rebound. As Bierwald gets it up top to Maxwell. Maxwell over to Stouffer. Stouffer with Tharp in front of her. Able to work it around here as Ferrito has it. Nice bounce pass stolen away by Lynch. She gets it up to Grace McCoon. It's a 3-on-1 break. Bounce pass over to Newsom. Newsom off the glass, no good. And it will be last touched by Sophia Maycad. So the ball will be turned over to the Cardinals. Tough break there for the Pirates. A 3-on-1 break. They were not able to capitalize and tie the game. So they still find themselves down by 2. As Tharp checks out, Easy McCoon checks back in. So it's Newsom, the McCoons, Maycad, and Lynch, your 5 on the floor for the Pirates. And we are going to have a 5-second violation. So the Pirates, again, staple of this team is their defense, able to turn it up a little bit here to cause the turnover. still looking to tie or take the lead on this possession, as Lynch will be the inbounder. She's looking, gets it into Grace McCoon. McCoon puts it on the ground, goes to her left, nothing there, and there's going to be a foul going against Chacon for the Cardinals. For Chacon, that will be her first foul here of the ball game. That will send Grace McCoon to the foul line. McCoon last season, 5.8 points per ball game, was a 35% shooter. As this first free throw, up and no good for McCoon. The one thing that McCoon struggled with last year, she was 34% from the free throw line last season, 12 of 35 from the line as she splits the pair, as Grace McCoon now has 8 of the 14 Pirate points, as Austin will check back in. Victoria Lynch will check out. Lynch had 1 basket and some nice defense here to start this second quarter. As again, the Pirates start to pick up the defense as Izzy McCoon is all over Stouffer, nothing there. Maxwell with it, trying to work past Makehead. She's able to do that. Bounce pass over to Chacon. Chacon goes to her left, nothing there. Up top to Maxwell, 3-ball in and out, no good. Rebound pulled in by Sophia Makehead. Makehead, the senior, in the season opener last year, that was against Madison, had her first and only double-double of the season in last year's opener when she posted 10 points and 11 rebounds against Madison last year. So the Pirates will have the ball down by 1, 15-14 your score, as Grace McCoon brings the ball up slowly. Rodriguez will meet her once she crosses midcourt. Able to get it over to Austin. Austin looking inside, nothing there. And this one's going to be tipped away by Maxwell. Maxwell with Makehead on her hip. It looked like a clean block, but I guess it's going to be a foul on Sophia Makehead. So for Sophia, that will be her first foul here of the ball game. The senior last year averaged 2.7 points per ball game. Played in 13 games for the Pirates. As Maxwell puts up the first and in. Kylie Maxwell last year for the Cardinals as a junior at the time, 10.1 points per ball game, pulling down 7 rebounds. As she splits the pair, but an offensive rebound pulled in by the Cardinals, off the mark, no good. They get it again off the glass for Stouffer, no good. This time, Makehead pulls it down. So Maxwell splits the pair, now back to a 2-point ball game. Grace McCoon with it, with Maxwell in front of him. Coach Falvey's going to take a timeout here, as a little sloppy, able to stop it before maybe things broke out a little bit. So he takes the 30-second timeout. And the story for the Pirates so far in this ballgame has been Grace McCoon, as McCoon has 8 of the 14 points for the Pirates. And one thing that Coach liked about Grace this year, he was really looking forward to watching her take on a bigger role for the Pirates. She'll be counted on for a lot of things, and Coach Falvey thinks that she is more than ready. She's one of the best shooters, and she's equally as good taking it to the basket. More impressively to Coach is that the improvement she has made on the defensive end the last few years. Last year he thought was a turning point for her, and this season he believes that she is ready to take over. So that's Coach Falvey, his thoughts on Grace McCoon, and I think she's living up to that here in this first game, at least in this first half so far for the Pirates, as she has 2 big three-pointers, or excuse me, 2 big baskets, one of them being a three-pointer, and she split a pair from the free throw line as well. As Austin has it, gets up to the top of the key, over to Grace McCoon, back up top to Newsom. Newsom open 3, thought about it, stuttered for a moment. Now the Pirates going to continue to work the ball around as Izzy McCoon puts it on the ground. She thought that Makehead was going to cut a little bit, nothing there. So it's going to be a turnover by the Pirates, still finding themselves down by 2, 16-14 your score here in this first half. 4.5 minutes to go before the half as Nina Rodriguez gets it, and she is going to be pushed by Austin. So for Audrey Austin, that will be her second foul of the ball game, and we're going to have a substitution coming here in a moment. Austin checks out, Victoria Lynch checks back in, so one sophomore for another. As it is both of the McCoons, Makehead, Newsom, and Lynch on the floor for the Pirates, as again, Victoria Lynch there trying to create havoc on the defensive side, and we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow will stay with Menor. For Menor, they have Lexi Bierwald along with Nina Rodriguez, Alexis Ferrito, Number 31, Haley Watson and Kylie Maxwell. They're 5 on the floor right now for the Cardinals as Maxwell has it, working on McCoon. Grace McCoon keeping her in front. A little bit of a height disadvantage there, but no problem as the ball is swinged over to Beerwall. Beerwall bounce pass over to Maxwell. Maxwell now working on Macon. Met with a double team beautifully. Stolen by Lynch. And we have a whistle. And it looks like Lynch might have stepped out of bounds. So it'll be back to the Cardinals. Abby Bartlett checking in, and Caitlin Newsom will check out. Abby Bartlett, the junior, wears number 1 here for the Pirates, checking in for the second time here in this ball game. 16-14 your score. Pirates find themselves down by 2 as that one goes up top to Alexis Ferrito. Ferrito working on Lynch. Ball just bounces over to Rodriguez. Both McCoon sisters are there. We have a foul, and we'll see which way this one is going to go. And it looks like it's going to be on Grace McCoon. For McCoon, that will be her second. And that will send the Cardinals to the line now for the rest of this quarter with just under 4 minutes to go as Rodriguez puts up the first, rattles that one in. So Nina Rodriguez having a very good game here as the freshman has 7 points, 7 of the 17 for the Cardinals. Rodriguez puts up the second one, rattles it in, a little bit of love. So Rodriguez a perfect 2 for 2 from the line. As checking back in for the Cardinals will be Sophia Stouffer checking in. Abby Bartlett will be the one to inbound here for the Pirates. Bartlett bounces it into Grace McCoon. McCoon met by a double team. This one's going to be, oh my, as we had a big collision at center court as Alexa Ferrito went right into the side of Lynch. So Ferrito, that will be her second. For Menor, that is their team's 5th. So Bartlett again will be the inbounder, gets it into Lynch. Lynch up to Grace McCoon, over to Bartlett. Ball has not touched the floor yet. Beautiful passing here for the Pirates. That entire inbound, the ball did not hit the floor once, but the three-pointer no good by Lynch. Rebound pulled in by Ferrito. Ferrito bringing it back the other way. It's going to be stolen by McCoon. McCoon up top to Makad. Makad, 2-on-2 break. She pulls up, jumper, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound, nope. It's going to be last touch by the Cardinals as Sophia Stouffer, last one to touch it, and it will be out of bounds, and it will be Pirate ball with just over 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Pirates down by 4 as Sophia Makad has it up top. Over to Izzy McCoon. Bartlett with it. Back up top. Pirates swinging it around the perimeter here as this one's tipped away as they try to get it inside to Makad. Nina Rodriguez with it. Rodriguez out to Beerwald, just off the mark. Izzy McCoon pulls down the rebound as Sophia Makad slows it down. As the Pirates now start to push a little bit as the ball is swinging around as Victoria Lynch has it. 3-ball put up by Grace McCoon, just off the mark, no good. Rebound, nope, last touch by Sophia Stouffer, so it'll remain Pirate basketball. As the Cardinals will make a quick substitution here as Stouffer will go out. And once they move a little bit, I'll be able to tell you that Chacon checked back in, is able to get this ball in. Lynch thought about the 3 for a minute. Instead, gets it up top to Izzy McCoon. McCoon thought about it. Nice pump fake, put it on the ground. Abby Bartlett wide open 3, just off the mark, no good, but a rebound pulled in by Izzy McCoon. Izzy over to Grace. Grace, beautiful pass out to Victoria Lynch. Lynch fakes the 3, puts it on the ground a little bit too hard, and she's able to steal. Nope, it's going to be a foul over the back on Grace McCoon. I thought that looked pretty clean here. Maybe that's the homer in me, but for McCoon, that will be her second. And this will be, again, the 1-and-1 will continue as Abby Bartlett will check out. Caitlin Newsom will check back in for the Pirates. As this first free throw is up and out. That was Chacon with it, able to get her own rebound after the ball bounced around a little bit. 3-ball up and just off the mark by Lexi Beerwald, but a rebound pulled in by Maxwell. She's met with a double team into Rodriguez. Rodriguez now met with a triple team, and we're going to have a foul going against the Pirates. So again, the Pirates pride themselves on defense as that one will go against Izzy McCoon. For McCoon, that will be her second, but more importantly, that is 9 team fouls already for the Pirates here in this first half. as that will send Brooklyn Hillray to the free throw line as Tharp will check in. McCoon out, Izzy McCoon that is. Nina Rodriguez out for the out for the Cardinals. As number 25 Alexis Ferrito checks back in. Hill with the first one off the mark. It didn't hit anything, so it will be Pirate basketball. As Hillray now 1 of 3 from the free throw line here today. 4-point ball game as its double team is met right away and broke by the Pirates. 2-on-1 break. Nice bounce pass from Tharp into Makad. Makad just off the mark, but it's going to be a foul going against the Cardinals. As Sophia Makad will head to the free throw line. It was a foul on Chacon. For Chacon, that will be her second. As Makad puts up the first one, no good. Last season, only 33% from the free throw line, but only had 3 attempts. Last year, going 1 of 3 from the free throw line for the Pirates. As Chacon will now check out for the Cardinals. Lexi Bierwald will check back in. I know Coach Infalli is very interested to see what Sophia can do this season for the Pirates, as she has been doing some great things so far in practice as she misses both of the free throw attempts. As this ball is going to bounce away and into the hands of Caitlin Newsom. Newsom starting to bring it around, and she's going to be met by Hillray. Coach Infalvi wants someone to come and help. Nothing there. Almost a 10-second violation. Instead, wide open is Sophia Makad, but she is blocked. Nice defense there by Maxwell, as she was able to drift back and make that block on what could have been an easy shot there for the Pirates. Coach Infalvi likes how Sophia Makad has become aggressive and assertive for the Pirates as that 3 ball goes up just off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Tharp. Another block by Maxwell into the hands of Hillray. Hillray with it. Goes to her right in and drops it in. So Brooklyn Hillray now with her 3rd points of the ballgame, getting this back out to a 6-point lead as Grace McCoon fell down. She probably didn't fall, but I only saw her laying on the ground as this one's turned over by Newsom. Newsom with it. Pushing back the other way, try to bounce pass into Lynch. Nothing there as we're going to have a tie-up possession arrow. Will stay here with the Pirates. So Lynch and Hillray tied up under the hoop as we are under 2 minutes to go here in this first half. As the Pirates find themselves down by 6, 20-14 your score. As Lynch looking to inbound. Tharp was open for a second. Gets it out, 3 ball by Grace McCoon is good. Grace McCoon now with her 2nd 3 of the ball game, as McCoon has 11 of the 17 for the Pirates. Back down to a 3-point game. Maxwell with it. Maxwell, easy as she goes coast to coast as Kylie Maxwell gets her first points of the game. Last year averaged 10 for the Cardinals. McCoon with it. Out to Tharp. Back to Makad. Back to Tharp again off the glass and in. Nice play there again by the Pirates as the ball barely touched the floor as it was crisp passing back and forth. Caitlin Newsom comes up with a steal. Off to Lynch. Lynch, she can keep going. Off the glass and in. Victoria Lynch now with her 2nd basket of the ball game, and we're down to a 1-point game. Under 1 minute to go here in the first half as the Cardinals lead it 22-21. This non-conference season opener for both teams as Hillray gets the ball back on a nice bounce pass by Ferrito. Hillray goes off the glass, and the senior Brooklyn Hillray is having a fantastic opening half here for the Cardinals. The Cardinals needing some players to step up with their injuries as Caitlin Newsom puts up a 3 off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled in by Haley Watson. Ferrito starting to push. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Over to Bierwald, no good. Grace McCoon with the rebound. 20 seconds to go here in this first half. Pirates down by 3. Victoria Lynch with it. She's met right away, and she's going to be fouled on a push by Alex Ferrito. So Ferrito, I think that's going to be her 3rd foul here in this opening half. That could be some bad news for Coach Hersalski and the Cardinals, as Hillray will check out along with Alexis Ferrito, as this puts Victoria Lynch to the free throw line. Lynch puts up the first one and in. Victoria Lynch did not have a free throw last year in her freshman season, so here as her varsity career continues. 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Second one up and good. Lynch last year averaged just under a point per ball game as we're under 15 seconds. Maxwell with a nice defense here by the Pirates. Maxwell still working up top. Over to Beerwald. Up top to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking as we're under 5. 4 seconds to go. Last touch by the Pirates as it went off the foot of Sophia Makad. With 2 seconds to go, Pirates down by 1. The Cardinals are going to inbound and have to get a shot off quickly here. The inbounder will be number 14, Lexi Beerwald. The junior will be the one to inbound. Into Rodriguez. Rodriguez puts up a long three off the glass, rattled in and out, no good. And an excellent opening first half, an exciting first half of basketball here in Perry as the Pirates find themselves down 24-23 over the visiting Menor Cardinals. And the first half has been highlighted by senior Grace McCoon. She has 2 two-point baskets, 2 three-point baskets, and split a pair of 3 free throws, giving her 11 of the Pirates' 23 points here in this first half. Also contributing Victoria Lynch with 6. You have Izzy McCoon with 3, Audrey Austin with 2, and Roz Starp with another 2 for the Pirates. On the visitor side for the Menor Cardinals, Brooklyn Hillray, 5 points. Lexi Beerwald has 2 threes to give her 6. Nina Rodriguez also has 2 threes, but she also adds 2 more free throws to give her 8. The freshman having an excellent opening half for the Cardinals. Kylie Maxwell with 2 and Haley Watson with 2. So that will get us to 24-23. Pirates find themselves down by 1. Coming up during half, we will talk with Athletic Director TJ Rockwell, get an update on the football program as they ended up losing their game last night, and winter sports now underway here at Perry. This is an exciting opener so far here at Spectator Gymnasium. Hope to have you back for the second half as the Pirates find themselves down by 1. Back here in Perry's, we get ready to start the second half of basketball here in the season opener for both the Mentor Cardinals and the Perry Pirates. Both girl programs are opening up the season here today in this non-conference matchup, and we have a travel to start off. So the Pirates will get the ball back here as the Cardinals will turn that over. Nina Rodriguez turns it over for the Cardinals. Rodriguez in that first half had 8 points. The freshman coming on strong in that first half for the Cardinals, but turns it over here as the Pirates find themselves down by 1, 24-23. That one's turned over as McCoon will throw it away to Maxwell. Maxwell finger roll, no good. Rebound pulled in by Sophia Maycad. Maycad into Grace McCoon. McCoon trying to bring it up. She's met by Maxwell. No pressure there to help. Austin with it, tries to get it inside. This one's going to be tipped away, and Caitlin Newsom's going to come up with it for a second. Into the hands of Grace McCoon. Puts it on the floor to her left. Nothing there, shut off. Izzy McCoon up top to Austin. So it's the original starting five for the Pirates right now on the floor. There are 4 seniors in the McCoon sisters, Maycad, Newsom, and Austin, the sophomore, rounding out the starting 5 here as that foul will go against Alexis Ferrito. So that's going to be her 4th as Grace McCoon will head to the free throw line. Grace McCoon puts up the first one, up and in. So for McCoon, she's 2 of 3 from the free throw line, now with 12 points. As Ferrito checks out, Sophia Stouffer checks in. McCoon now with 12 as she puts up the second one, up and in. So Grace McCoon having a fantastic opening game. She's approaching her varsity high of 15 points. She's getting close to surpassing that here in this opener. Last year was Izzy McCoon with a fantastic game against Mentor as she went for a double-double in that matchup. Now tonight it is Grace. Is this one just off the mark by Rodriguez? It's going to be pulled in by Maxwell. I guess it looks like she stepped on the line. That was a nice snap between her legs to almost save that over to Stouffer, or excuse me, to Beerwald. But it will be a turnover by the Cardinals with the Pirates now clinging to a 1-point lead. As Austin has it, working on Stouffer. Austin into Grace McCoon, over to Maycad. Maycad, jumper, just a little bit too strong as Rodriguez pulls down the rebound. Gets it up to Chacon. 2-on-2 break as Mallory Chacon travels on that one. Looked like she went up and under, but must have took an extra step. Nice defense by the Pirates to force another turnover, by the Cardinals. Cardinals continue with the full court press. Pirates easily able to break that as Newsom comes up with it. It's going to be another foul on Chacon. So for Chacon, that's going to be her 3rd. And we're going to have another substitution coming for the Cardinals as Haley Watson getting ready to check in. Caitlin Newsom will head to the line for the Pirates. Newsom last season a 40% free throw shooter. First one up and no good. Newsom 4 of 10 from the free throw line last season. As Chacon finally checks out. She has 3 fouls, 0 points so far, as Newsom looking for her first basket of the game, and she will split the pair. As Kayla Newsom gets on the board, Newsom last year averaged just under 3 points per ball game for Coach Infalvi and the Perry Pirates. Pirates now with a 2-point lead, 26-24, as nice defense there by Izzy McCoon as the shot's off by Stouffer. Up to Grace, Grace off the glass and in. So Grace McCoon now continues her hot start as she is up to 15 points, which ties her career high, as this foul will go against Sophia Maycad. So for Maycad, that will be her second. Perry's second here in this second half. Pirates up by 4, a little trouble inbounding, able to get it into Maxwell. Maxwell has been quiet here in this first half, off the glass and rattles it in. So Kylie Maxwell, who averages 10 points a game last year for the Cardinals, now with her second basket of the ballgame. She's up to 4 as Austin has it into Izzy McCoon. Newsom was open there for a minute, goes right off the camera guy, and it will remain Pirate basketball. As Austin getting ready to inbound here for the Pirates. As Austin able to get it inside. Grace McCoon for 3. Off the mark, no good, but a rebound pulled in by Izzy. Back up top to Austin, over to McCoon. McCoon with it. Dribbles off to her right, comes back to her left. Off to her sister Izzy, just a little bit short. And it's going to be last touch by Mentor. as a nice play there by Sophia Maycad to keep that one alive, as Brooklyn Hillray will check in for the Cardinals. Checking out will be number 31, Haley Watson. Brooklyn Hillray in the first half had 5 points for the Cardinals. The senior had a fantastic opening quarter as this 3-ball goes up and no good. Rebound pulled in and tied up. We're going to have a jump ball coming here. Possession arrow will remain with the Pirates. So the defensive intensity stepping up here a little bit for the Pirates as they continue to bring the pressure. Nice bounce pass in from Austin to Maycad, just off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Maxwell. Maxwell gets it up top. Across midcourt are the Cardinals. Bierwald with it over to Stouffer. Stouffer, nice pick there by Bierwald. Continues to move it around the perimeter as this 3-ball goes up by Lexi Bierwald, no good. And the rebound's going to be pulled in by Austin, who gets it over to Izzy McCoon. 2-point ball game as McCoon skip pass over to Grace McCoon, out to Newsom. Newsom thought about the 3 for a moment, decides to continue this offensive possession for the Pirates, as Austin now will get it, put up the 3. Nice assist there by Sophia Maycad, and the 3-ball is good by Audrey Austin. Austin last year averaged just under a point per ball game for the Pirates, but the sophomore having a nice opening game here with 5 points for the Pirates, as we have a foul going on Perry. I'll have to wait to see who that one went on. I think it might be Maycad again, but we'll wait to see as subs are coming in. Newsom and Maycad check out. Tharp and Lynch check in. And that was a foul on Sophia Maycad. So for Maycad, that will be her 3rd. But Lynch checks back in. Tharp checks back in. Both of them scored in this first half, but both of them played very well defensively, especially Lynch in that first half. And we're going to have a foul going against the Pirates. It's either going to be on Izzy McCoon or Rosalind Tharp, as this foul will go against Izzy McCoon. For McCoon, that is her 3rd foul here in this ball game. Pirates now with a 5-point lead, 31-26. As Bierwald tries to inbound, gets it into Hillray. Hillray back out top to Maxwell. Maxwell with it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with Lynch in front of her, and she traveled. She tried to make that bounce pass inside, but again, nice defense by Lynch to cut off the passing lane and cause another turnover by the Cardinals, for the Pirates. As Izzy McCoon with it, breaks the double team, has Maxwell behind her. Nice bounce pass over to Lynch. Lynch thought about it for a second. Back up top to Austin. Grace McCoon with it, working on the freshman Nina Rodriguez. Nice pick there by Tharp. Nothing there, so we pitch it back out top. Izzy McCoon puts it on the ground, goes to her left, just off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled in by Lexi Bierwald. She brings it back the other way. We have a double dribble, as she was just in between thoughts there. As Lexi Bierwald thought about making the pass, kept it for another extra step, ended up with the double dribble. So Sophia Maycad will check back in for the Pirates. Izzy McCoon will check out. Izzy McCoon had 3 points in the first half for the Pirates as Grace bounces it off the back leg of Sophia Maycad. Coming back the other way is Brooklyn Hillray, no good. Rebound pulled in by Maycad, stripped away for a moment by Maxwell. Goes into the hands of Austin. Austin back up top to Lynch. Lynch, beautiful stop and go, able to put that one in. She now has 8, but back the other way come the Cardinals. Nice inbound pass there as the Pirates were caught sleeping a little bit. As that pass goes into Maxwell, she goes off the glass and in. So for Kylie Maxwell, she now has 6. But I think the story of this game so far has been the defensive play by Victoria Lynch. Yes, she has 8 points in this ballgame, but defensively, she has been able to disrupt the Cardinals and what they have been trying to do here on the offensive side. One thing that Coach likes about Victoria is that she makes things happen on the defensive end. Obviously, we've been able to see that here today. She gets deflection steals and creates a lot of turnovers on the defensive side. Offensively, she has a knack of getting to the basket and has the ability to knock down some outside shots. And I think we've seen both of that little scouting report that Coach Infalvi gave to Ohio Varsity. You're seeing that here on display here today, as Lynch came in averaging just under 1 point per ball game last season, has 8 already, but has been involved in many, many defensive stops here for the Pirates, as the Pirates turn a first half deficit of 1 now into a lead here in this second quarter of a 6-point lead, a 5-point lead, as the Pirates opened up the ballgame with only scoring 8 points in the first quarter, followed that up with 15 in the second, as the defense has started to ramp up a little bit, and the Cardinals will see if they have an answer. But it's Pirate ball with Grace McCoon with it. Working on the freshman Rodriguez. Rodriguez able to tip it away. Nina Rodriguez goes the other way, off the glass and in. Nice ball game now for Nina Rodriguez, the freshman, now with 10 of the 30 points for the Menor Cardinals. As Austin has it at the top. Pirates are looking, continuing to move it around. Tharp puts it in, almost throws that away as she tried to get it into the paint. Grace McCoon with it, back to Tharp. Tharp goes to her right, off the glass in the paint. And that shot is no good, but we will have a foul on Nina Rodriguez. For Rodriguez, that will be her second. For Tharp, she'll head to the free throw line. She has 2 points in the ball game so far here today. Last season was 0 of 4 from the free throw line. As she'll go to the line for 2 is the first one up and off the back of the rim, no good. So Rosalind Tharp still looking for her first free throw. And the one thing that Coach likes about her is he's very excited to see how Rosalind will perform this year. If she splits the pair, as Bartlett will check in and Maycad will check out, but continuing the thought on Tharp, she has the ability to play inside and out offensively and defensively. Rosalind is strong and maneuvers well around the basket. So Coach's a little scouting report on Rosalind Tharp as Maxwell comes up to the other end. Back inside to Maxwell. She's off the mark, but we're going to have a foul going against Tharp. So for Tharp, that will be her second foul here, first of this half, as Maxwell will head to the free throw line. As Kylie Maxwell has 6 points here so far, 2 in the first half, but now 4 here and counting in this third quarter. As Maxwell puts up the first, just off the mark. And the one thing that we know about Maxwell, that she's heading to Lake Erie to play basketball and volleyball, Lake Erie College, that is, next season. She does a nice job of getting her teammates involved. And when she sees, especially when she sees the double teams, as she missed both of those free throws. Rebound pulled in by Menor. They keep it alive offensively. It's going to be tipped into the hands of Lynch. Lynch bringing it back the other way. Slows it down. Pull-up jumper. Off the mark, no good, but a rebound pulled in by Abby Bartlett. Nice bounce pass over to Grace McCoon. And McCoon continues her fabulous start here this season, as this three ball goes up by, I believe that was Maxwell. The offensive rebound goes into Rodriguez. Rodriguez keeping the possession alive for Menor. Fakes the three by Chacon. She puts it on the ground, goes to her left, and we're going to have a foul coming up against Abby Bartlett. So for Bartlett, that will be her first, but it will send Menor back to the line. Chacon in the ballgame 0 for 1 from the free throw line. 0 points so far for the junior. One thing that Chacon wanted to work on this offseason was her outside shot. She wanted to be a better three-point shooter, as this first one goes up and off the mark. So what did she do to improve that? She was in the gym a ton working on her shot and finishing. All the coaches were impressed and really happy with her improvement from last year through camp so far, as she gets her first basket of this ball game, or first points, I should say, as Maxwell checks out. Chacon last year averaging just over 3 points per ball game for the Cardinals. As Austin gets this one into McCoon. McCoon stripped away. Nope, we're going to have a foul going against Lexi Bierwald. For Lexi, that will be her first, as Abby Bartlett will check out. Sophia Maycad will check back in for the Pirates. So it's Grace McCoon, Lynch, Maycad, Tharp, and Austin. Your 5 on the floor for the Pirates right now as Austin gets it up to Lynch. Lynch pushes it a little bit out to Tharp. Tharp goes to her right. Bounce pass into Maycad. Maycad gets it to drop after bouncing around on the rim a little bit, able to get that one to drop as the Pirates now extend the lead out to 7. Nina Rodriguez a little bit out of control, but it's going to be a foul going against Rosalind Tharp. Not much she could do there, but she's going to pick up her third. So we're going to have another substitution coming as Abby Bartlett checks back in. Sophia Maycad checks back out. And Newsom getting ready to check back in as well. Outgoing Grace McCoon. And for McCoon, 17 points in the ballgame. Is that Three ball is up and off the mark by Chacon. Rebound pulled in by Abby Bartlett. It looked like a double dribble. Pirates get away with one. We're going to have a jump ball or a timeout. It's going to be a timeout called by Coach and Falvey. So a nice defensive rebound there by Abby Bartlett. And the timeout will go to the Pirates. So 38-37, your score right now as we are midway through the third quarter. Grace McCoon, 17 points. That is now a new career high for her. Her previous high was 15, which she set last year against Harvey in January. So new high for her as she has 17 of the Pirates' 38 points here in this ball game so far through 2.5 quarters. As the Pirates came on strong here defensively in this third, putting pressure on Menor to turn around a 1-point deficit at the half, now into a 7-point lead, as we still have a little bit of time to go here in this third quarter. As the timeout getting ready to expire, we'll have TJ Rockwell joining us here shortly. Give us an update on the fall program. The football team fortunately falling last night against a very good Canfield South team. As we have 2:07 left in this third quarter, 38-31. Austin, Newsom, Maycad, Tharp, and Lynch, your five on the floor right now for the Pirates. As Newsom will bring the ball up. She'll be met by Nina Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to keep her in front. Nice defense there, but a steal there by Maxwell as the pass by Austin is picked off as Maxwell leaves it a little short, but able to get her rebound. Nope, it's going to go into the hands of Lynch. Victoria Lynch with it, off to Sophia Maycad. Maycad bringing the ball down for the Pirates. Austin thought about a three for the moment. Instead, Lynch will take it. Three ball just off the mark. Nope, they're going to call that a two, but it's missed, and rebound pulled in by Tharp. Lynch, again, puts it on the round to her right. Nothing there. Bounce pass over to Austin as Lynch hits the floor. Newsom with it. Under 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter as the Pirates are starting to move the ball, trying to get some offensive cuts. Nice pass there into Maycad, just a little bit off the mark, but a nice look by Austin to get it inside, into the hands of Rodriguez. Rodriguez bounce pass off to Maxwell. Nothing there. The Menor side wants a little bit of a push, but Maxwell just pushed that one a little bit too hard as it rolled off the side of the rim into the hands of the Pirates. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Austin over to Tharp. Pirates are continuing to move. Nothing there. Up top to Sophia Maycad, who lets it roll off her head before recovering. Austin out to Lynch. Lynch thought about a three. Instead puts it on the ground. Bounce pass. Nope. She's tied up by Rodriguez. Gets it over to Tharp. Tharp with it with Hillray in front of her. Nice defense there as the double team came over by Rodriguez, and we're going to have a foul going against Menor. Looks like it's going to be Alex Ferrito, and if that is against Ferrito, I believe she's going to end up fouling out of this ball game. That should be her fifth. So for Ferrito, that will be her fifth. She will foul out of this ball game, playing almost three quarters. She ends with 0 points in this ball game. So in the opener, Alex Ferrito, the sophomore, plays guard, 5'5", will foul out of this ball game as Sophia Stouffer will check in for the Cardinals. 40 seconds to go. As Roz Tharp goes high off the glass and in. So for Tharp, she now has 5 points here as the Pirates now extend the lead out to 9. As Tharp playing nice defense there against Rodriguez. Looked like a double dribble, nothing called. Brooklyn Hillray with it. Back inside to Maxwell. Maxwell working on Tharp. Nice up and under, goes off the glass. Nope, but a little bit short. She tried to leave it off the front of the rim, but nothing there. She's looking for a foul, but nice defense there by Rosalind Tharp. As we have a foul going against the Pirates. That foul will go against Grace McCoon. And it will be her third foul here. As Maycad will get ready to check back in. Tharp will check out, so a little bit offense to defense here for the Pirates. As Brooklyn Hillray, the senior, will be putting up free throw number 4 here tonight as she hits that one. Now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Now has 6 points in the ball game. As Hillray lines up her second, just off the mark. So 2 makes, 3 misses for Hillray in this ball game as the Pirates start to push it back the other way. Lynch with it. Off to Grace McCoon. Grace McCoon for 3. Ball no good. As the rebound goes into the hands of Rodriguez. Rodriguez pushes up to Hillray as she hits it before the time expires. Brooklyn Hillray scores the last 3 points for the Cardinals to cut the lead now to 6. So the Pirates now up 40-34 as we head to the fourth quarter. The final 8 minutes coming your way when we come back. Back here to start the fourth quarter, the Pirates find themselves up by 6, 40-34 in this season opener in a non-conference matchup against the Menor Cardinals. Joining us now, Athletic Director TJ Rockwell. And TJ, this has been maybe a slow start for the Pirates in the first quarter, but really picked up that defensive intensity to end the first half and to start this third quarter, I should say.
Yeah, Gene. Anytime it's the first time for anything, you're always wondering how the season's going to start, and maybe a little slow, but I really like this girls' team. I like how intense that defensive intensity is causing a lot of issues here as Menor gets it underneath, gets fouled.
Looks like the foul will go against Victoria Lynch. So for Lynch, that will be her second foul. They'll have a couple of subs coming in for the Pirates. Next 2 for the Pirates will be away, but a nice start here today as Chacon.
If we can get this one today, we go on the road next Tuesday to Willoughby South, and then the following Tuesday after the holiday, after Thanksgiving, over to Lakeside before we're back home again on Friday, December 2nd against Chagrin Falls. We have opened up our wrestling season that night as well. We host Mentor that night. So how do you ask? We're going to have a basketball game and a wrestling match going on at the same time. Our wrestling match will actually be in the theater. So we'll put our wrestlers in the theater on stage. It's a pretty cool setup, and the girls will be here against Chagrin.
Yeah, I always like that setup when you see the pictures of the wrestling going on the stage, which is always a nice thing to see. Now we'll get to the football in a moment.
Yeah.
But now that season's over, boys basketball will be getting underway here shortly.
They will, and we've delayed our first game, so that's a public address announcement there. A little heads up. Our home game on Saturday, December 3rd, will be moved. We already have the date. It's now going to be the last game of the year on Friday, February 17th. So the boys will open up on the road Wednesday, December 7 at Geneva. We'll be at Chagrin on the 10th, that Saturday, and then our home opener for boys basketball will be Saturday, December 14th. That's a big game. It's against Edgewood to really get us off and rolling.
And the other winter sport that's going on right now, swimming.
Swim, yep, and those guys are getting after it. Guys and girls are going hard every day, 8 to 10,000 yards a day. They're working hard. Our home opener there, most of our events are at home, is against North on November 29th. So while our girls are at Lakeside that night, swimming will host North on the 29th.
As this fourth quarter gets underway, back and forth, both teams putting up some shots. Menor getting to the free throw line a couple of times as this 3-ball by Mick.
Oh, wow.
Up and good.
Big shot.
That is now 5 for Sophia. And now the last fall sport came to an end last night as the football team fell to South Range, 49-21.
Yeah, and it was a tough loss. We knew going in South Range was very good. And, we made some mistakes on both sides of the ball. special teams, all those things come into play, and they took advantage of those mistakes. But I'm so proud of our team. So although it didn't end the way we wanted to, they certainly didn't get a lot of respect at the beginning of the year, whether it's from newspaper or any media outlets. We weren't picked to do much by any of the experts, so to speak. So to go 11-3, an Elite Eight appearance, playing for a regional championship and event, and being the regional runner-up, says a lot about this team. That again, I heard a lot of people say, oh, they'll be lucky to be 6-4 or whatever the case may be. And so I'm proud of our not only our seniors for leading us, but the entire program take a huge step in the right direction, and we're excited about the future and what it holds. But just give tons of props to our kids for really showing up this year. Had some big time wins. Oh, that almost went in.
Yeah. Maxwell's having a little bit of a tough game, and there's going to be another foul here going against the Pirates. Maxwell just can't get going here. The Lake Erie commit for next season for both volleyball and basketball. Just a little bit off the mark here, but she will head to the free throw line. And I think the one encouraging thing for football, as you're kind of alluding to, you lose just over 10 seniors, but you have a very good junior class and a lot of young men that got experience this year.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the other thing that I think is impressive, because if you look at our numbers, we had 12 seniors, we have 8 juniors. So our junior class is very talented. We're just not very big. And same for our senior class. We've had upwards of 18 to 20 seniors in a lot of years. So where that means that's kudos to our sophomores and our freshmen, because they made up the majority of our team this year. So they got some valuable experience. And again, that's, I think, one reason you're excited about the future is a lot of those guys got to play. We were fortunate to be in some games where they got to play a lot in the second half. And I think if you look at programs like Kirtland, that happens a lot for them, and where their young guys get to play and get a lot of experience. And that happened for us this year. So, again, it obviously disappointing loss last night, but again, we're excited about the future and proud of our Pirates this year and how they played and shocked some people.
So make sure you get out. The girls basketball team, boys basketball team will both be back here in December, as TJ talked about. Also, the wrestling team will start to get things underway. So as this free throw is off the mark, but over the foul limit, so the Cardinals will continue to shoot free throws here for the remainder of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're in a little bit of foul trouble here, so we need to pick this. I like our defensive intensity, but it's got us into a foul situation. But keep rolling here. Hopefully we can pull this one off. I know Mentor's got some injuries. We've got a player, Madeline Falavi's out for us right now. Mentor's got a couple of kids out, so the injury bug hitting already at the start of the year for both of these teams.
So the defensive intensity picking up here now for the Cardinals as they force a turnover on Austin. So Nina Rodriguez will be the one to inbound here for the Cardinals as she gets it into Maxwell. Maxwell now up and under. So for Kylie Maxwell, she now has 9 as the defense and the Pirates turn it over again. Bounce pass from Chacon into Maxwell. Quick points here for the Cardinals as it is now back to a 1-point ball game as the Pirates have the lead by 1. A nice double team and a smart play by Newsom to get out of that and let the Pirates here inbound the basketball. And I think kind of like we were alluding to about football, I think you can make that case here for the basketball team. A lot of girls now getting their opportunity with graduation happening last year, getting valuable minutes last year, now coming into play, not looking out of place.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I know the girls are excited. Talked to some of them this week about finally getting that chance to play. Just off the mark there from Grace. That Abby Bartlett with a big rebound there. That she was one of them. Come on, we're going to stop her.
As Rodriguez goes the other way, it will be a foul on Newsom. For Newsom, that will be her second. That will send the freshman, Nina Rodriguez to the free throw line. For Rodriguez, 10 points here in this ballgame for the freshman point guard for the Cardinals. As Rodriguez looks to tie the ballgame here, as she puts up her first and makes it right through. Perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Both teams have struggled here from the free throw line here this afternoon. As the Cardinals are getting ready to make a substitution, as Haley Watson will be checking back in for the Cards, as this one rattles in and out. Rebound pulled in by Maxwell. She hits, rims in and out. Abby Bartlett pushing back the other way, gets it into Newsom. Newsom out to McCoon. McCoon for three, off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled in by Maxwell. So as the pace picks up, the Pirates get another turnover here as Grace McCoon goes 3-on-1, and she hits it up and in off the glass. And Grace McCoon is having a career game here. Last year it was her sister Izzy having a game against Menor. Now Grace's turn as the Cardinals put up a 3-ball by Stouffer, and she hits. So trading baskets back and forth. The Pirates now down by 1. As Grace McCoon wide open for 3, and she answers right back. Grace McCoon with her 3rd 3-point make. She now has 22, and back the other way go the Cardinals.
This is like the Cavs game from last night, Gene. There were threes all over the place to close that thing out.
Yeah, the Cavs had a little trouble in the 4th quarter as Charlotte started to hit a bunch, and yeah, back and forth. Once you get that confidence, as Maxwell goes up strong, she's going to head to the line, try to convert the 3-point play. As the basket will count, and it will be a foul going against Tharp. I believe that's going to be her 5th.
And you saw some hustle plays there, like Abby Bartlett had a steal. She's coming out of the game now, but she had a steal there. She had a great pass down. We didn't convert it, but just those little scrappy plays I think Perry kids and athletes are always sort of known for. We're not going to give up. We're not going to stop. And Menor takes a 1-point lead here.
As Maxwell now 2 of 6 from the free throw line here today. But that big free throw puts the Cardinals back up by 1.
Hey, this will be a good test for our young team here. First game of the year and a nice tight game. They're going to get a 1-3-1 press, looks like, to see how we break it.
As Izzy McCoon gets it back up top to Lynch. Lynch back to McCoon. McCoon steps inside of the 3-ball, no good. Almost an offensive rebound by Austin, but it goes into the hands of Rodriguez. Nina Rodriguez, the freshman, having a great game for the Cardinals. The Cardinals start to slow it down to set up their offense as Maxwell will hand it off to Chacon. Chacon back into Maxwell. Maxwell open for a minute. Nice double team over by the Pirates, but it drifts off, and Maxwell hits again. She now has 16 after having 2 in the first half, as that one is almost turned over by the Pirates, and it's going to be stripped away. Nope, it's going to be a push going against the Cardinals. That will go against number 31, Haley Watson. For Watson, that will be her 1st. Cardinals with a 3-point lead, just over 3 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Newsom checks out for the Pirates. So it will be both McCoons, Sophia Makad, Austin, and Lynch on the floor for the Pirates as Austin pull-up jumper and in.
Nice take by Audrey there. Nice little dribble and shoot. Big bucket.
As the defense there by McCoon on Chacon, and it's going to be stepped out, but a nice defensive play there by Grace McCoon to slow down the Cardinals on that break. So for the Cardinals, it is Rodriguez, Maxwell, Watson, Stouffer, and Chacon, the 5 on the floor for the Cardinals, as Chacon is getting checked there by McCoon. Up top to Maxwell. Maxwell with a fantastic second half going here now for the Cardinals after a slow first half. Chacon over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez puts it on the ground, goes to her left, up and under and in.
Nice move there by Rodriguez.
It's
only a freshman.
Fantastic game. She now has 13 as Grace McCoon pulls it back out. McCoon leading the way for the Pirates with 22. As she gets it over to Lynch. Lynch thought about a 3, pulls it down, jumper rattles in and out, no good. The rebound's going to be pulled in by Chacon. Nope, she's going to step on the line. So it'll remain Pirate basketball. Pirates find themselves down by 3. Watson will check out. Beerwald will check back in for the Cardinals. These are the kind of moments you try to replicate in practice that you really can't get. We'll see how I know Coach has been happy with the practices lately. We'll see if what he's been trying to teach will come through here as a nice, beautiful pass inside Austin, just a little bit short. Chacon with it, bringing it back for the Cardinals. Chacon, no one's going to stop her. She's going to keep going, and we're going to have a carry, so it'll be a turnover and back to the Pirates.
Now, let's see if we go back to that little flex offense there, a little flex offense from Coach Infalvi's back to when his dad was coaching the boys team here. We ran that quite often. Looks very familiar. Worked that last time. We just didn't convert the shot. Let's see if we go back to it.
Grace McCoon bringing it up, 22 points. She has 3 fouls in this ballgame. Austin, nice bounce pass inside to Makehead, just off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled in by Maxwell. Cardinals with a 3-point lead. Just about 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. We have a timeout for Mentor. So the Cardinals will talk this one over, try to set up a play here offensively.
Yeah, that's one of those things where the last couple of times we've had nice cuts, we've had nice passing, easier basket, we just didn't convert it. And again, I think you see a lot of that at the beginning of the season. Back to what you said about replicating, yeah, the girls have been practicing now since October 21st. So literally a straight month. Obviously today's November 19th, so almost a straight month of just going against yourself every day in practice. Had some scrimmages and so on, but first live action here. We're just maybe a little nervous, and I think obviously you start to see as the season goes on, those shots will start to fall for us.
So the Pirates are led by Grace McCoon with her 22 points. On the other side for Mentor, Kylie Maxwell has 16, 14 of them coming here in this second half. We'll see what the Cardinals draw up here offensively. We'll see if the Pirates can match it. The Pirates find themselves down by 3, 53-50. Your score, we have 1:35 left in the ballgame. As the Pirates will continue with their 5 that they had on both McCoons, Makehead, Austin, and Lynch, the 5 on the floor for the Pirates. Maxwell with it into Chacon. Chacon up, and it's going to be a foul on Izzy McCoon. And I think that's going to be number 5 on McCoon. Looks like Izzy will end up. No? Good, I'm way off, so that's good.
That's a good thing. I know she was sitting out because she was in some foul trouble, so
good. So she's still here. She's going to check out for the moment as Newsom checks in for the Pirates. As Chacon hit the first one. As the second off the back of the rim, no good, but a rebound pulled in by Maxwell. Under 90 seconds to go here in the ballgame.
And that's a big one. We needed to get that rebound. Now they're going to eat some clock here. Well, maybe.
It's a nice pass by Rodriguez into Maxwell. She goes off the glass.
I spoke too soon.
Kylie Maxwell scores again. Pirates down by 6, just about a minute to go. Grace McCoon puts up a 3, and she hits. Grace McCoon now with her 4th 3-point basket of the ballgame. She now has 25, and the Pirates find themselves down by 3 with under a minute to go.
Got to get a stop here, Gene. Pick this defense up.
As Rodriguez finds a wide open Chacon. As she hits her first field goal of the ball game. As Chacon has 6 now for the Cardinals. Grace McCoon working on Chacon. Nice off to her left, off the backboard, no good. Nice offensive rebound by Makehead to keep this alive. Austin for 3, off the mark, no good. Chacon with it. Pirates are going to have to foul here shortly. Going to run out of time. 20 seconds to go. They need to foul here.
Got to foul.
As Chacon has it, and there it is. As Caitlin Newsom will pick up the foul for the Pirates. Couple of nice opportunities, couple of looks there, keeping it alive offensively. Just couldn't get the ball to drop.
Yeah, our scrappiness is great. Like I said earlier, it's just a couple of those shots not falling, a couple of close to the basket.
As Chacon will hit another free throw here for the Cardinals. Chacon now 5 of 9 from the free throw line here in this ball game. As the second one up and good. And we'll have a substitution as Stouffer will go out for the Cardinals. Coming back in will be number 14, Lexi Bierwald. 15 seconds to go. Pirates down by 7. Grace McCoon with it, and we're going to have a foul going against Rodriguez. So Nina Rodriguez will pick up the foul for the Cardinals. 13 points for Rodriguez will send Grace McCoon to the line. McCoon 3 of 4 from the free throw line here today. 25 points for the senior as the first one goes off the back of the rim, no good. And it's going to remain Pirate basketball, but we're now under 10 seconds with a 7-point deficit.
I look to get a quick 3 here and a timeout is my guess, or a quick 2.
Austin looking to inbound. Over to McCoon. McCoon off to her right, goes high off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled in by Maxwell. She'll just hold on to it. Dribble out the clock, and the Menor Cardinals will come back and take this opener 60-53 over the Perry Pirates. But a nice back and forth game. Menor took the lead early, had the 1-point lead at half. It was a nice third quarter for the Pirates to take the lead going into the fourth. But Menor put together a strong fourth quarter to come out with a 7-point win for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Gene, that was good. Good home opener for us. The game was originally supposed to be at Menor, so thanks for coming out on a day that we really didn't have even on our schedule. But it was a good start for our kids. Not the way you want to end it necessarily with a loss, but one of those things will be great experience for us as we get later in the year. Heading to tournament time to take on a big D1 school like Menor. So our girls will be back, and we'll look forward to this season. Looking forward to the winner.
So the Pirates lose here in the opener. They will be back in action coming up on the 22nd as they will travel over to South. For the great crew here tonight, for TJ Rockwell, I'm Gene Winters. The Pirates fall in the opener to the Menor Cardinals here from Spectator Gymnasium.